All right, unlocking home buyer opportunities 2024 for you. So there's no arguing that this past year, 2023 and 2024 year to date has been trying for you guys. And if you're someone who has started the process of searching for a home, maybe you put your search on hold because the challenges of today's market it's just too much for you to tackle. Now we understand that, and I know this isn't very comforting, but guess what? You are not alone. A Bright MLS study found some of the top reasons you guys buyers have paused your search in 2023 and early 2024. And they were, number one is they couldn't find anything in their price range. Number two, they didn't have any successful offers in a multiple offer situation or had difficulty competing. And number three is they just couldn't find the right home. So if any of those seemed like any of the reason you stopped looking, here's what we need to do. I've already put out a bunch of videos about this. The second half of 2024 is going to have the housing market in a transition. So good news is I have 4 reasons why this may be your chance to jump right back in. Number one, the supply of homes is growing. So one of the most significant changes in our market is how the month's supply of homes for sale has increased. I'll translate that for you. There's more homes for sale now than there was last month. If you look at the data from the National Association of Realtors, NAR, you'll see how inventory has grown throughout 2024. The graph shows the month's supply of existing homes that were previously lived in by another homeowner, by the way, and the upward trend this year is super clear. This increase means you have a better chance of finding a home that will actually suit your needs and preferences. If your biggest reason was putting off buying a home because you couldn't find something you liked, there is a relief. Number two, there is more new home construction. So if there isn't something out there you like, there is a good opportunity in the rise of new home construction. Builders have been working tirelessly through all of these markets to increase the supply of newly built homes. And guess what? They've turned their attention to crafting smaller, more affordable homes based on what's most needed in today's market. So this will help us address the long-standing issue of housing undersupply throughout the entire country. And those smaller homes generally will help offset some of the affordability challenges you are feeling today. According to the data from the census and NAR, 1 in 3 homes on the market is a newly built home. This means if you didn't previously look at newly built homes as part of your search, you may have been cutting your pool of options by a third. So I've also seen some builders offering incentives like mortgage buy downs, which will make it easier for you guys to get a home that will fit your budget. So consider talking to me about what builders will offer you guys. My expertise on builder reputations, contracts, and more will help you weigh out your options. I've worked with a lot of new construction, cookie cutter builders, cookie cutter luxury builders, one-off builders all around the greater Pittsburgh area. So we're up to number 3, less buyer competition. That's right, less buyer competition. You may think there's a lot out there now, but just wait till that interest rate goes down. Mortgage rates are still hovering between 6.5% and 7%, so buyer demand isn't as fierce as it once was from the unicorn market of COVID. And when you combine that with more housing supply, you have a better chance of avoiding one of those intense multiple offer situations. Danielle Hell, chief economist at Realtor.com, highlights the positive trend for the latter half of this year, 2024. She says home shoppers who persist can see better conditions in the second half of the year, which tends to be somewhat less competitive seasonally. It might be even more so since inventory is likely to reach 5-year highs. This creates a unique opportunity for you to find a home to buy with less stress and potentially a better price. And our last one, number 4, speaking of home prices are also showing signs of moderating. And we all know that's going to be a welcome shift after the rapid appreciation seen in recent years. This moderation is mostly due to supply and demand. Supply is growing and demand is easing, which is basically what I just said. So prices aren't rising as fast. But make no mistake, listen, that doesn't mean prices are falling. Prices are staying pretty much where they are. There are some minor price adjustments here and there. They're just rising at a more normal pace. You can see in the graph that you're looking at right here, the bars are still showing prices increasing, just not as dramatic as it was before. The average forecast for price appreciation in 2024 is for positive growth, and that's around 3 to 5%. And this is, honestly, this is more in line with historical norms. That moderation means that you are less likely to see the steep price increases we saw in previous years. So the opportunity is right in front of you. If you are ready, willing, and able to buy, you may find the last half of the year easier to navigate. Listen, there are still challenges and will always be challenges, but I think we can say that some of the biggest hurdles we've been facing, seeing buyers facing, is pretty much behind us. Now, if you choose to wait, there's a risk you run, and I've been saying this for a while, as more buyers recognize the shift in the market, competition will again grow. And again, if mortgage rates do come down as forecasters are predicting, buyers will flood back on the market. I say it all the time. It's like a power line you see on the side of the highway with a whole bunch of birds, hundreds of birds just sitting on that line. Those are buyers. They're just waiting for the market to shift, right? As soon as the interest rates go down, the market shifts, all those birds are going to come off the wire, and there's going to be so much competition for buyers. So again, making a move now helps you take advantage of the current market conditions. And this is going to get you ahead of all those birds on the wire while they're waiting there. I can't tell you how many times I've talked to people and I'm like, well, I'm waiting for interest rates to come down. I'm thinking to myself, you're just setting yourself up for failure. So the bottom line is, if you've put your dream of home ownership on hold, the second half of the year, 2024, may be your chance to jump back in. Connect with me. I'm Brian, sells Pittsburghs, cover the whole greater Pittsburgh area, and I'd love to talk more about the opportunities in front of you guys.